let us go back to the Zoom machine and say hello to the new reigning defending UFC light heavyweight champion, the man himself, Glover Teixeira. Glover, thank you so much for this. I appreciate it.
Hey, thank you, man. Thank you for having me here.
Yes, it's been hard to track you down. You're so busy now. You're the champion. Everything. Could you even put into words, Glover, what the last 2 weeks a week and a half has been like for you?
No, it's amazing, man. Amazing. I'm enjoying every moment of it. You know, last week was a little rough because I went to New York. Right, I come back from Abu Dhabi. Went to New York for the for Alex Pereira. So. Was pretty crazy, yeah. But feeling good now, relax at home here, enjoy this beautiful day.
Do you feel like you are still on a high from what happened a couple of weeks ago in Abu Dhabi? Are you still like on cloud nine?
And man, I'm pretty chill. I'm relaxed, you know. I just you know, enjoy this moment. Enjoy. It's a great time, and people, yes, calling me crazy, and you know, and the people been so happy about it. Everybody that I see, everybody that I met with, you know, has been so happy about this victory. It's a blessing. It's like it's very. I didn't know it was gonna cause this much impact on people, you know. Really, I thought about winning the belt and to be another guy, but I guess the story and you know being nice all this year with the people that I work with, everybody, so it was kind of cool. I mean, I went to backstage for the UFC. Hold on, in UFC after my fight. You know, most of the employee was crying. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, there's a great lesson there in terms of, you know, how you treat people, and then you see how they feel about you when something good happens to you. And that day when you won, I mean, the emotion and the happiness, you know, everyone loves Jan as well. He's a great guy, but I think because he already tasted gold and became champion, people were really happy to see you finally get that as well. Was there one thing that happened to you in the aftermath, a message, a conversation, a moment that has really stuck with you that you'll never forget, someone reaching out to you, something that you saw about how happy they were about your victory, anything that has happened over the last 2 weeks that you'll always remember in your opinion?
Yeah, just everybody, man. Just everybody, like, you know, the kids telling me they cry, you know, like the kids on the gym and really everybody, man. Like everybody that come to it, I feel really sincere, you know, like they really is the truth when they speak to me. They say, "Hey, man, I'm so happy for you. This is amazing." You know, it goes for everybody. Even Cormier was the first guy that interviewed me. He was like, "I can see how emotional he was when I win the belt." And it was crazy, man.
I'm sure you have dreamed of this moment. You have dreamed what it would feel like to be champion, getting the belt around your waist. Is the actual moment in reality better than what you dreamed of?
Definitely. You know, it's just thinking like, I always thinking like, it'd be so cool, you know, no matter where when you win that belt, it doesn't matter, like, because people say, "Ah, man," and imagine like, you win the belt and the day after you in the pool hanging out in Vegas, because if you're in Vegas, you know, in a hotel, that'd be the best day in the world, you know, because we always say it's the best meal that you eat good is after a diet so long, you know, and cut the weight is after the fight, you know. You go over there, you fight, and especially if you win, you go in and you eat that big meal. It's like it tastes so good no matter what. And but yeah, this week has just been like it's amazing, man. It's just like I'm already pretty happy with my life, with the days, with the vibe of the day. You know, it's a beautiful day, but it's just like you know, professionally, it's getting crazy. I'm just enjoying every minute of it.
Do you feel like a weight has been lifted off your shoulders now that you've accomplished this? You never have to worry again about whether or not you'll be champion. In some respects, I would imagine that takes a lot of pressure off of you.
Yeah, you know, a fighter the way I fight, you know, I've been all over the world. I've been training with everybody since like 2004. Really, I started training with Chuck Liddell, and you know, Chuck was a champion. Everybody would come down to train with Chalk, and I had to train with them. I trained with Ken Velasquez when he was 2-0. You know, we had a good training back and forth, and then he become a champion. And I see all day. I see all these guys that I train, that I fight with, and they go on and become a champion. And and you know, everybody know how good I was. You know, everybody that I train with, they know how good I am in the gym and the fighting. You know, and so was missing that belt. You know, was missing that belt to one day I can just say, yeah, I'm a UFC champ. I was UFC champion. You know, and I was the best of the world at one point. You know, can always say that.
Do you think that maybe in 20, 30 years, had you not won the belt, it would have really bothered you?
Oh, no, I don't think so, man. I don't think life. I don't take life like that. You know, you know, it is what it is. You know, it's you go on and you try to do something. You can get attached to those things. Can get attached to outside material, outside world. You know, it's a good accomplishment. Yeah. I'm super happy about it. You know, my career, my life. You know, better financially. But like reality is like you can't get attached to something. Life is to play, man. When you live, you breathe. You know, you have clean water, shelter, and food. We should be happy. We should be happy. Accomplish is it's a great thing. You know, we always shoot for so many things in this world, but reality is like if you don't get it, man, you know, just gotta go on, move on. Now it wouldn't bother me. I know that for sure, and that's the reason why I think I was so calm, so relaxed for this fight, because you know I knew it was like this is a game, man. You know, today I'm in the top, tomorrow I won't be in the top anymore. You can't really get to touch it, identify yourself with these things. You know.
How many times have you watched the fight?
2 times.
Two times?
Just watch after. Yeah, I watch after Alex Pereira fight. I watch a bunch of highlights here and there on Instagram. But after Alex fight, I come home on Monday and Sunday actually, and we watch the fight a couple times. I watch his fight a couple times. Yeah, man, it was it's pretty crazy. It's pretty good. Good fight.
It was an amazing fight, a great performance from you and a great finish. Honestly, did you expect it? I don't want to use the word easy because I don't think fighting another man is ever easy, but it was fairly one-sided. Were you expecting that, or did that surprise you?
No. Right when the announcer, I don't know his name. He's not Bruce Buffer, right?
Joe Martinez.
And the announcer was Joe Martinez. Yeah. He was announcing my name there. I was just looking the ground, you know, looking the blood, and there I'm a bleeder myself. So I was like, we're gonna contribute to this blood in here because this is gonna be a war. And thinking that, you know, this is gonna be a war. It's not gonna be an easy fight, but I'm ready. I'm ready for whatever comes in this cage. He's a man across the cage, octagon with me. And I have to beat him. I'll be world champion tonight. And I thinking that, really thinking the whole thing. I think it's gonna be hard. I look at the fence. I look like, you know, I can take him down and get elbows. You know, watching those elbows, watching this and that. So I didn't think was gonna dominate it and take him down that easy. You know, again, easy with all respect. You know, like it was a quick takedown, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And were you surprised at the moment that he tapped? Because it seemed like you were still trying to get your arm under his chin and he tapped. Obviously, I know the pressure on the jaw is immense, but did you think that you would have to do a little more in order to make him tap?
Well, I was punching him, and when we called it the move, they spread the chicken, like in the Portuguese, you know, espalha frango. So spread the chickens, like so. I stretch him to the ground. My cup is pressure on his back. That's a very uncomfortable pressure there. And soon as I put the hand, he tapped, man. But I knew he was not gonna go anywhere. So he probably knew that too, you know, like it's a tough position to get out, so might as well just tap, I guess.
What did you do? You know, I saw you you hugged your longtime manager George Guimaraes, and you had some friends and I think you know some loved ones there as well. But like when you got back to the hotel, how does Glover Teixeira at 42 finally winning the title? How did you celebrate?
Man, I just sit down in the hotel with everybody, with my coaches, with my wife, with George, you know, and that's when I start sinking a little bit. Everybody's calling, you know, like they calling George and a FaceTime. So I talk with everybody a little bit, but just like and I had that beer, and I opened up that beer that Jan give me, you know, and it was a pretty good tasting beer. I gotta tell you, you know, we drink a little bit, hang out in the hotel, just sink in the whole. I didn't want to go out, you know. I just want to stay there in the room and talk with those people there. But they like, hey, let's go to the lobby. It's a bunch of they opened the bar to 4 in the morning for you, so they just gonna leave it open. So we went there. There was a bunch of people there. It was crazy, man. It was crazy. Like it was different, you know. It was like different than the other fights. You know, you win the other fights to celebrate, but when you get there, like the tension, everything was a little more extreme, you know. And I see Olasky there with his Jameson bottle, just like a beer bottle, just open, just drinking. Oh, it's crazy.
I was thinking about the beer because you told me the last time you were on the show about you know stopping to drink that you needed to stop to drink in order to really focus on the career. So how do you feel like the you take the occasional one? I thought you were completely sober.
Yeah, no, no. Listen, man. I never had a problem with drinking. You know, I say like, but I drink. I when I sit down, I was drinking a lot. You know, like I'll go a bottle of whiskey, bottle of Hennessy, no problem. You know, with
Wow.
my friends. You know, talking shit. You know, but like I never had a really problem with drink. I was not alcoholic. I go whole week without it, and then in the weekends it was. I like hang out. You know, I like hang out. I like so that I stopped. That I stop and more occasional, of course. But I drink a wine to my whole camp. You know, through my whole camp, I like to drink a 1 or 2 glasses of wine to help me sleep. You know, help me relax a little bit. But I have no problem with alcohol, man. No alcoholic, no problem like that. But definitely slow it down a little bit because the age gets to you. You have, you know, and you want something like I want. It was missing was, you know, sometimes I ask myself, you know, how, you know, I'm a fucking good fighter, man. I rest with anyone. I never run away from training. I train more than most of the people that I know, and for me not to be a champion is missing something. So what is it, you know? And then like start clicking the discipline. I say I'm just gonna do this one last stretch. You know, I'm just gonna do, you know, last stretch. I say it's like I'm 40 years old, 39 years old when I start like really like focus on my camp, off camp as well, and say, you know what, I'm just gonna do this last stretch and see when I'm retired, and then I call it a day. I retired, whatever time is coming, and I just start getting better, start feeling better, start training better, start fighting better. You know.
I saw a great video of Chuck Liddell reacting to your win. I'm assuming you spoke to him after the fight as well.
Yeah, yeah, we definitely talk, and yeah, man, Chuck is so happy for me for that. You know, I remember when I went to Brazil in 2008, we went to Brazil to get the situation figured out, and then already Joe Silva at the time, and then I was talking to him and to us about me coming back and fighting UFC. In UFC, you know, I was going for like 3 months at the most, and then ended up being 3.5 years. But I remember me and Chuck had a brutal sparring, and he hugged me and he say, and Jonas kind of yelled, "Hey, come down," and then he hugged me and say, "Bro, I can't wait to see you fight, and you're gonna be the next champ. I
Wow.
guarantee you there. I know you're gonna be the next champ." It was a time there that we I guess we both thought that was not truth, you know. that's the time that I thought you like, hey man, maybe I'm never gonna be a champion, because when I lost to Corey Anderson, 39 years old, at that age was already there, and then losing a fight, go back to the beginning, it's tough.
If we would have talked after that Corey Anderson fight, and I would have said, it's actually going to turn around, you're not going to lose again, you're about to win the title in a couple of years. Honestly, would you have believed me?
Uh, yes, man, because after Corey Anderson fight, right after that, I just, sit back and I see the fight wasn't like, he didn't hurt me or nothing, He just taking me down a lot. And I go for the guillotine and I wasn't getting anything. But like, right away, that's when I thought to myself, I say, I'm going to do everything it's possible. I'm not gonna go back after this fight. I'm not gonna go back and stay off camp. I'm just gonna stay in camp, man. I'm just gonna train hard all the time. My shoulder got hurt at that time, so I was doing physical therapy, do everything that's needed. But in my mind, every fight goes on. I win Carl Robson, and you think like, hey man, is it possible that then you beat Kutelaba, but then he was like, then I have a fight with Nikita Krylov. All those fights keep you more confident, getting closer to the belt. I'm gonna win the belt this time, and this is it. And with Thiago Marreta, when I fought him, that was actually more nervous because I knocked on that door 2 times, and I fought Anthony Johnson for elimination for the belt. I lost to Anthony Johnson. He fought for the title with Cormier. The same thing happened with Gustafsson. I fought Gustafsson. I lost, and he fought for the title. And that was there again. Me and Thiago Marreta, Thiago Silva, Thiago Santos. And I was like, man, this is, if I lose this fight, man, it's going. It's never fight for the title again. And when I beat him, I just look young, man. I just the whole year pretty much waiting and training and of course praying every day to nothing to happen, like injury stuff. But I say if everything's going this way, man, I'm gonna be a world champion. And when I got to Dubai in that week, I felt the whole energy, the vibe, the energy, the people that was working at the hotel. The people that in the desk of the hotel already calling me champ. What's up, champ? Champ of the world. And it was like, I felt it, man.
That is amazing. Also amazing was the clip that we saw of you coming back home late at night to Danbury, Connecticut. There were a ton of people there to greet you. What was that like for you to see all these people? We're showing some of the footage now. A great turnout to greet you with the belt. What was that like for you?
That was surprise, that was surprise. My wife, I was driving back and she's like, oh, let's go over here because it's a sign, an exit 5. So I get off exit 5. It was congratulations, Glover.
Wow.
And she's like, oh, it's more sign over there in the Hodges Park, where the city start, the main street. So I went down there. Was all these people there. It was very cool, very nice. UFC was there filming. And now they're going to have a parade Sunday.
Wow.
Sunday, 1 o'clock. Yeah, 1 o'clock Monday, we're going to have with fire trucks. And
in honor of you.
Cool. Yeah, man.
Man.
We're going to have the key for the city.
You're getting the key to the city.
Yeah, man.
Come on. Really? You came over there from Brazil. You had visa problems, landscaper, and now you got the key to the city, Glover? That's a big deal.
Yeah, man. Long way. Come a long way, man.
That is amazing. Yeah, what's it like when you're walking around town? You're going around. Are people stopping you all the time now?
Yeah, man. Everybody knows who I am now. Just like, I'm very, people just like so nice and so happy about it, man. It's just keep the positive coming. It's joyful to be walking around right now. And a lot of people, telling me to send a video for the kids and motivate the kids, motivating people that is never too late. You know, I have a lot of cameo requests now,
Yeah.
telling me to, send a motivation. Oh, this guy's is doing his job, and can you motivate that? It's really cool, man. The
Yes.
whole story and that week of their fight and become a champion,
You have become the poster boy for never giving up, but you're not done. You're not. Is there any part of you that thinks, "Oh, maybe I should. This is the best way to walk away as champion," or that doesn't cross your mind?
Not the way depends, man, for how will that fight will go on a Sunday, I mean Saturday, November 6th, last November 6th. So it all depends on that. But the way I fought, man, I feel amazing, I feel amazing.
There was a chance if you would have lost that fight, you would have retired?
Yeah, I don't know. I was not thinking about that. But it's all like I say. If I'm in a point in my life that how am I doing this? Am I really passionate about it? I'm still going to gym with passion. I want to get better. I want to listen. Like Alex Pereira all the time. He lives in my house and he's all the time talk about fighting, man. And sometimes I'm like, bro, let's talk about like some chickens or birds, man. This guy's like, oh no, but this guy, and he's like, we gotta get that guy. She speaks some English. You see, man. He talks all the detail, but like I start getting in that vibe, like talking about it, talk about his fight, my fight, and I love it. I love it, and I'm doing good. So it depends the way I fight, the way I train. I start training bad or I start fighting bad and not as good anymore. That's where I'm probably gonna call it a day.
So Yuri is next.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah, he's for me it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm a fighter, man. I'm always a fighter. I want always to fight the champion. Now I'm fighting whoever is coming in my way. Yuri's supposed to be the next guy. He was there cutting weight and getting ready for that title, and supposed to be the next guy.
When would you like to fight again?
I don't know. I have a minor injury in the shoulder. I would just look at it today. Doctor says it's pretty cool. It's probably just a pull muscle, but man. April, May next year, hang out this year and chill, relax. I need a little rest of my body. Come back next year and start training.
And how much now that you have it? How much longer do you want to go? Do you have an age? Do you have a time period in mind?
Oh man, I don't know. I don't know. Like I say, 2022 will be actually 20 years, right? And that I'll be fighting professionally. My debut was 2002, May or June 2002. So it'll be 20 years. It'll be a great career to end 2022. But who knows, man? I wouldn't. If you ask me, I don't like to make plans for the future because you asked me a while ago if I'll be fighting at 42, I'll probably be saying no. When I got in UFC at 32 years old, and I said to myself, "Oh, it takes me a long time to get in UFC," because I actually got call from those guys. I was in the mix, and Joe Silva actually shake my hand and say, "Get your situation straightened out. You'll be fighting here the next day." And that was in 2006. If you think about it, in 2012, I debuted in UFC. That's 6 years later. And then I told myself, like, hey, man, if I fight in UFC until I'm 40, that'd be great. That'd be like a blast right there.
And now look.
I'm here, man, 42, at the top of the world. Don't make plans, man.
Right.
Just do the best that you can right now. Do with the focus, with discipline, and let the universe God, whatever you want to call it, give the reward back, You do it passion, with love, and don't think about it too much. What you gonna do? I don't really. I'm gonna fight until I live simple. I don't need to be fighting to make tons of money. I'm not gonna be one of those guys. They're gonna be, fighting for a lot of money, or stuff like that. I'm talking about fighting with Dana.
Yeah.
Fighting with Dana to ask for more money and stuff. I don't know. I think pretty happy where I am right now.
Before I let you go, I have to ask you about Alex Pereira, who just won on Saturday in his debut. Tremendous win. A lot of buzz about him. 2-division glory, world champion. Of course, the 2 wins over Israel Adesanya. In your mind, Glover, because you train with him and you live with him and you know him very well. He's 34 now, making his debut. How far away is he from Izzy? How much more do you want to see from him in the cage before? Because this would be a huge fight. It would be a gigantic fight. Izzy was watching. Maybe you saw the clip online. He was watching. So what do you think? How far away are we from seeing potentially an MMA fight between these two guys?
I told him like 1 year. I told him when he signed me with UFC, and I say, hey man, they be talking about you about 1 year,
Wow.
3 or 4 fights, 3 fights, because especially the way he fought, man, couldn't go better.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't be more happy as a coach, as a training partner. That I've been telling people, that this guy is no joke. He got a lot to learn, man, but he learning things quick. You get things quick. I'm talking about, like, you get a regular guy, and whatever that guy's gonna learn in 6 months, he'll learn in a month. He'll learn in a week, man. You show him a move, and he just do it. He reminds a lot of myself on jiu-jitsu situation, because I see a move sometime, and I do it in the row, And I remember tapping guys out in Naga tournaments when I see a day before I see the submission day before in the seminar. And Alex is kind of like that, and couldn't go better. He got takedown, he defended takedown, he got up, and he stayed there. You see the way the guy come out at the clinch, like the guy's face was all messed up. He was dead tired, and then he come down with that flying. He's so calm, so relaxed, I say 3 more fights the most, and he wants to fight quick. He wants February already. He wants to fight quick, so he's gonna fight back to back probably. And no engine, no nothing, man. The end of the year, I mean, by this time next year, they be talking about him and Adesanya.
Wow, that would be something. And what a 2-week stretch for you. You win the belt, and then you're cornering your guy at MSG. I'm sure it was great for you to be around everyone. I'm sure you were showered with love and congratulations. Just a beautiful thing. And then your guy goes out and wins like that. What a debut. So I don't blame you for feeling on a high. Now you got a parade. Man, it's good to be Glover Teixeira.
Yeah, man. I'm living the life, bro.
Well done, Glover.
Living the life. Stay calm, stay relaxed, and just be grateful for everybody that helped me, for all you guys that work in the sport, man. It's just amazing, amazing things,
Parabéns. Enjoy it. Congratulations, Glover. Thank you so much for the time. Thank you for coming on. And again, I mean, just so happy for you, really. You're one of the really good guys in this game, and it was a beautiful thing to see you finally get that title after all these years. So I hope you enjoy it, and I wish you nothing but the best, and I can't wait for the first title defense sometime next year. Thank you so much, Glover.
Of course. Obrigado.
Okay. There he is, Mr. Glover Teixeira. Obrigado to him, the new UFC light heavyweight champion.